Ladies and gentlemen, the NAACP has issued a travel advisory to Florida. And, it's due to all of the policies that DeSantis has come out with, and especially attacking the history and diversity programs. And they said it's exceptionally hostile towards African Americans in Florida right now. I mean, it's always been that way. I mean, it's the South, right? It's always been that way. So let's get into this story. So, another advocacy group is warning travelers about Florida for many different reasons. So, the NAACP issued a travel advisory for the state in direct response to Governor Ron DeSantis' aggressive attempts to erase Black history and to restrict diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in Florida schools. So the announcement came days after LULAC, the League of United Latin American Citizens, and they are actually going on a strike down there. And it's also due to discrimination. Issued a travel advisory for Florida after Ron DeSantis signed a new immigration law that will go into effect in July. ULAC and the NAACP say actions under DeSantis administration are hostile to their communities. Florida is openly hostile towards African Americans, and they're also including LGBTQ and, of course, immigrants. This is what the NAACP said. Before traveling to Florida, please understand that the state of Florida devalues and marginalizes the contributions of and the challenges faced by African Americans and other communities of color. Under DeSantis, Florida has banned the teaching of critical race theory, which acknowledges systemic racism and part of American history and challenges the belief that allows it to flourish. The governor said the concept would teach children the country is rotten. Maybe it is. And that our institutions are illegitimate. Maybe they are. So he also passed legislation barring instruction that suggests anyone is privileged or oppressed based on race or skin color. He doesn't want that taught. But the bottom line is, isn't this the whole foundation of America? I'm just saying, isn't that the whole foundation of the country? It is. The NAACP says DeSantis' actions are in direct conflict with the democratic ideals that our union was founded upon. So let me be clear, failing to teach an accurate representation of the horrors and iniquities that Black Americans have faced and continue to face is a disservice to students and dereliction of duty to all NAACP president and CEO Derek Johnson said. CNN has sought comment from DeSantis representatives, but has not yet heard back after the DeSantis administration rejected AP African American Study course. The NAACP distributed 10,000 books to 25 predominantly Black communities across Florida in collaboration with the American Federation of Teachers, reading Open the World program, the NAACP said. So, my question is, all of the people in Florida that went to school went to college and got degrees in African American studies. Is Florida gonna compensate you being that you're no longer employable there to teach that? I'm just wondering. So, anyway, moving on. The majority of the books donated were titled, they were banned under the state's increasingly restrictive law. The NAACP continues to encourage local branches and youth councils to start community libraries to ensure access to representative literature. This isn't the first time the NAACP has issued a travel advisory for the state. In 2017, the NAACP warned people of color about travel to Missouri after they passed a state law, Bill 43, in the Senate, which makes it more difficult for employees to prove their protected class, such as race or gender. While the governor said the new law puts Missouri standards for lawsuits in line with other states, the NAACP said it allows unlawful discrimination. Well, a lot of these states do. You know, Florida, yeah, I mean, things are pretty volatile down there. And as long as DeSantis is in office, you can expect more things to come. If you think he is just going to stop with history books and diversity programs, you got another thought coming. This man is going to keep pushing that envelope, especially in ways where he think he can get away with it, you know, and we all know that he's running for president. Right now, he's not polling that well. It seems like outside of Florida, he's really not that popular. Trump is still inching him out, as the presidential nominee. There's still many people that prefer Trump over DeSantis, and that's coming out in many of the polls that are done. And I've done a few videos on that. So the way I see it, y'all, I don't know. I think on the national stage, he's not going to fare so well. And remember, I did the video when he traveled all the way to Washington, D.C. To this very day, he does not have one endorsement from anyone in Congress or the Senate that's GOP. That says a lot. You can't even get the representatives from your own state to back you. I mean, what does that tell you? So, y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.